Welcome back. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and joining me now to talk about the American Cancer Society's Men Wear Pink campaign is News 4's own Jonah Bronstein. Thanks so much for coming in today, Jonah.
Hi, Chelsea. Good to see you again.
Of course. Let's talk first about what this campaign is and why it matters.
Men Wear Pink is a national campaign for the American Cancer Society raising awareness and funds for breast cancer research and patient services. And then here in Western New York, we have 20 ambassadors doing local events this month and social media posting. And the most important thing, or the most elemental thing of this, is wearing pink clothing, pink shoes, pink socks, and all the pink we can get into our outfits.
That's right. You've committed to the pink. I will give you a lot of credit. Look at those pink shoes. Kick them up. There we go. Okay. So I want to talk to you, Jonah, a little bit about your story as to why you wear pink and why this campaign means so much to you.
Yes, it's become a very personal cause to me over the past year. In the spring, my sister was diagnosed with triple-negative breast cancer at the age of 31. It's been a difficult period for our family. She's gone through treatment, chemotherapy at Roswell Park, and she's awaiting some pretty extensive surgeries. Everything's going well so far, but we've now realized how important it is. Early detection, which may have saved her life and saves many, many lives, and just being proactive about your health, about your screenings, and making sure you're doing everything that you can. And then campaigns like this, more research, more treatment, and more education to make sure we're fighting this disease and battling so that breast cancer is no longer as prevalent as it is now. It's the most diagnosed form of cancer that there is, and hopefully we can work against that to make that no longer the case sometime in the future.
Mm-hmm. And you mentioned it, but early detection was a key thing for your sister, correct?
Absolutely. It was a self-exam where she found something abnormal and went in for more testing, and they found it. And she, being 31 years old, she wasn't old enough to get mammograms. Yeah. And we later learned about some family history that would put her at a higher risk, but we didn't know that before. So it's very important to know your family history, talk with your doctors. If you're eligible for early mammograms or early screenings, and this applies to any cancers and really anything to do with your health, take advantage of that. And then women over 40 all should be getting mammograms every year. Mm-hmm. And speak with your doctor and speak with the American Cancer Society has a lot of educational resources. Roswell Park here in Buffalo, we're very lucky to have that here. Just do everything that you can to learn as much as you can, and then follow these doctors' orders and get your test done.
Let's talk about how much this campaign alone raised for the American Cancer Society.
Well, last year, the Men Wear Pink in Buffalo raised $135,000, and wow. That was and they've done very well over the years. Right now, our ambassadors, we're pushing, I think, towards about $40,000, so we have a ways to go. That's why I'm here with you today and talking to the people at home. We want more support. More donations, more money, and more engagement with some of the events we have going on in the last couple weeks of this month.
Well, speaking of events, tell us about the fundraiser you have for the ACS that's happening tomorrow.
Yeah, Wednesday night at Sports City Pizza Pub on Niagara Street, we'll be having the last of 3 guest bartending events that we've had. I'll be out there pouring some drinks, and a portion of the proceeds go towards our campaign, and there'll also be basket raffles and 50-50 raffles and other opportunities to engage with the campaign, make some donations, and hopefully have some fun with some sports media personalities and some of our other ambassadors.
Very nice. And let's give you some credit because you're actually 4th on the Western New York leaderboard right now, right?
I am. In my first year, I call myself the Rookie of the Year. I was in second place for a little while.
Self-proclaimed.
Well, it hasn't been decided yet, but yeah, I was. It might be hard for me to get up to that #1 spot, but I'm pretty close to #2, and I'm hoping I can get some more support and make that final push and get into the top 2.
Okay, so that's what we're doing right here. Tell us a little bit more about the event that's happening tomorrow, and people need to come out so we can push you to that #2 spot.
Well, the one thing people will find out is that I have been described as an okay at best bartender. I do my best. I try to pour the beers, but if you order a fancy drink or you order a beer that's very difficult to open the bottle, I'm not the best at getting that open, but I'm getting better. This is the 3rd time. But it's going to be a lot of fun. And Sports City is a great place to watch sporting events. The NBA season has started. There's going to be hockey games on tomorrow night. And, it's going to be a lot of fun just hanging out. And hopefully, I'm hoping to have a lot of my sports media colleagues there and a lot of sports fans. And it is Sports City. And while we're there, you don't have to wear pink, but that's, the color of the theme of the night. So hopefully I hope to see you there.
Jonah, I'm not going to bash you for your poor bartending skills because I've had my days of filling in as a bartender, and I can't speak too highly of myself either.
You know, it's a little awkward. You're in the way. I feel like
Yeah,
I'm
I
in the
feel
way.
a little
Yeah.
bit bad sometimes for the people that are just trying to do their job, and I promise every time I've done it, it's there for a good cause. But that's exactly what you're doing. Is there a goal that you're hoping? I know you have some raffle baskets, so how much are they going for? Do you know?
That I don't know.
Okay.
I do know the goal is as much money as we can get, as many tickets as we can sell, and I do know that the bartending events have been a major driver of the funds that we've raised so far. So this
Okay.
is, and some of the ambassadors have had their own personal events that have been very helpful for what we're trying to do. But yes, if you'd like to support this campaign, there are ways you can do it online. You can do it on my social media pages, but maybe the most fun way is to come out to this event Wednesday night, have a few drinks, have a little bit of pizza, and have some fun.
All righty, Jonah. Thank you so much for coming in and sharing more about what you're trying to do for the ACS. Viewers, if you would like to learn more about the American Cancer Society, you can head over to their website at cancer.org. Thanks again for coming in.